Hi guys, welcome back again. Okay, so this is a kind of a bonus video. I don't normally do two videos in one day. This is with regards to my last video, the one I uploaded about the Finding an Apartment Volume 2. In that video I had explained at the beginning why I was kind of reducing the relationship videos, because I'd had a lot of negativity from guys saying they end the same way. But I did get a lot of response. There was a lot of people wrote to me and said, no, I subscribe to your channel because of those relationship videos. Keep them coming. And, you know, that was great. Thanks very much, because what that's enabled me to do is to make a decision whether to put as many onto the channel or not. And I now know there's enough people who want to watch them. So I'll mix it up, I'll vary it up. But I thought, just for fun today, for all those guys who are suffering, they haven't heard a relationship video for about 3 weeks, I thought I'd give you this one. I'm going to give you one today. Now I'm going to read it because it's just off the cuff. I just decided to do it. But it's a little bit different in as it doesn't involve a bar girl. It involves a high-soul Chinese Thai lady. And if you haven't been to Thailand, high-soul is kind of like describing somebody who is quite high up in society, and they have money. They're not kind of poor, working class, anything like that. So she's a high-soul lady, and I'm going to read this to you just as the guy's written it to me. And as I said, it's different to the other stories, as in it's not a bar girl. So I hope you enjoy this one, and I'll try not to stutter too much as I'm reading this. Okay, so here we go. And as always, I have changed the names. I speak Thai reasonably well, having lived in the Far East for many years, actually on and off since the age of 10. One evening, I was in a restaurant in Hua Hin with a group of Thai acquaintances when Kun Wan arrived. She was without doubt the head of the group and was treated with a great deal of respect. Kun Wan even picked up the tab at the end of the evening. She was mid to late 50s. She looked more like 35. It transpired that she'd had the odd nip and tuck job. I was immediately attracted to her. We had a great evening, and since she owned a condo close to my own, I was easily able to track her down to arrange a future dinner date. She was Chinese Thai and owned 8 townhouses close to one of the Bangkok universities, which she packed with up to 12 fee-paying students in each house. We got on really well. She was financially independent and didn't need a frang to take care of her. There were no poor family in Isan that needed a tractor repair, no sick buffaloes, and no hospital bills for parents. A breath of fresh air. Prior to our first real date, I still have the text, he put in brackets. She said, "Please understand, Kevin, I have been married twice and I have had more than one long-term relationship. If you are looking for sex, please look elsewhere. I have explored every position and technique in the book. That book is now closed. I was a tad disappointed, but prepared to continue with the relationship anyway." We hung out every day together for the best part of a year. I was blissfully happy. She would openly say, "If you have needs, there are plenty of massage girls happy to oblige, but I'm not one of them. I will understand if you disappear for an hour from time to time. Just don't flaunt it in front of me or my family or my friends." Her attitude made me even more faithful rather than less. I adored her. We spent many happy hours together, travelling or simply sitting on the balcony of our of each house, condos, discussing everything and everything. She was very spiritual, intelligent, and extremely well educated. I was in love. I was also in my 60s. Remember, she was 50, so quite a good match. And thought we would be together forever. She actually told me she'd consider that prospect too. One fateful day, I was sitting waiting for her at a local restaurant when I was confronted by a very tall Asian guy who claimed to be her brother-in-law. He said the family disapproved of Kun Wan's relationship with a Farang, and please do not contact her ever again. I was pretty shocked, as I really didn't see this coming. We had never argued. I had never pressured her for sex. We didn't have money issues. We'd gone everywhere together and pretty much every day for a year. I'm sure she didn't have another guy in her life, as there were none of the smartphone issues or behaviour that is a giveaway telltale sign with the bar girls. I'd also met her ex-husband, who was a broken down, rather sad alcoholic. He was at a family wedding. It was all very strange. There was a certain steelness in the guy's voice when he suggested I should make no attempt to contact her. I am sure it was her 2 kids who were behind it. Perhaps loss of respect within the Chinese community, who knows. I did email her and she was her usual polite self. She thanked me and said it was for the best and hoped I could find somebody young and beautiful to share my life with. I spoke later to the restaurant owner who knew Kun Wan's family very well. She said Kun Wan was from a high-source strict Chinese Thai family, and everyone who knew her were quite surprised when it became common knowledge that we were an item. So when other YouTubers or digital nomads, and he's put in brackets, a popular YouTube channel springs to mind, and he's named the YouTube channel and the guy, but I'm not going to put it out here because that won't be fair on him. Post videos with titles like "Why do all Thai women want to marry a Farang?" I have a wide smile. Mind you, I smile at a lot of things that the guy says and his videos, especially his first ever post where he said, "I've been to Thailand now for 2 months, so I'm now in a position to advise any of you out there about retiring over here." He then went on to say, "It can get very hot. You have to have a heart of stone not to laugh." So there it is, guys. Very short story. I hope you enjoyed that. And that is, although it's ended near enough the same way as the rest of them, it is slightly different. Okay, thanks for watching. I'll be back on Wednesday with the news roundup. I'll see you then.